how does Om help us in realizing his fourth, the pure consciousness, my real nature, Turiya? Do you remember? The Upanishad said the self has four aspects. By now you must have all memorized it. The waker, the dreamer, and the deep sleeper, and the real self, the fourth. The one which appears as waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. So four. Now the Upanishad says, Om, this sound, this mantra, has four letters in it, or four sounds in it. Look carefully. In Sanskrit grammar, if you look at Om, it's actually comprised of three letters. We write it as A-U-M, but it's actually not A-U-M. That's the closest we can get to in English. In Sanskrit, it is A, U, and Ma. And if you put it together, in English we say A, U, and M. If you put it together, it becomes Om. It's not Aum. Sometimes a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. When I thought Om is Om, I was right. Now the Swami told me actually Om is A-U-M. Now I know that Om is Aum. It's not Aum. I actually saw somebody chanting Aum. That's wrong. In Sanskrit grammar, when you have A and U together, by the rules of Sandhi, it becomes O. So actually, when you write O and M in English, it's pretty close to the original Om. The correct pronunciation is Om. But in the O, two things are there, A and U. So actually there are three letters, A, U, M. And after that, after the Ma fades away into silence, Om. This silence is the fourth. So fourth, A, U, Ma, and the fourth is the silence. Now you will say, wait a minute, didn't you say I, the self, I have four aspects? Yes. And Om has four letters or four aspects? Yes. Can I match? Upanishad says, yes, that is the way. What is the way to the realization? You must map the four aspects of Om with the four aspects of the self. Pada, matra, matrascha pada. That's what the Upanishad says. The four letters, actually three letters and silence. And the four aspects of the self. Map them. How? Now this is an association, an exercise we must do. All your waking experiences, this for example, and you the waker, all of it together, associate the sound A in your mind. A. The first letter of Om. Associate it. Associate it means name it in your mind. All my waking world, the person I am in the waking world, all of this is called A. Then I have a dream experience. So many dreams, and I am a person in the dream also. The person in the dream and the dream experience itself, all the dreams, all of them taken together, name it U. U. And the deep sleep, absolute quiet and darkness, no movement. That deep sleep experience, name it Ma, or Ma. So Om stands for the totality of our experience. All our waking experience, all our dream experiences, and all the deep sleep that we have got. The gross world, the subtle world, and the causal world. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Prapancha. All of it together is expressed by Om. And the Upanishad says, the last one, the silence which Om merges into, let that silence stand for the pure consciousness, the Turiya, the real you. So the real you, the real I, the pure consciousness which appears as a waker in the waking world, which appears as a dreamer in the dream world, which appears as the deep sleeper in the deep sleep darkness. That pure consciousness is expressed by or symbolized by silence at the end of Om. Silence at the end of Om. Now when you chant Om. You do it this way. In the low Om you can chant, or even in your mind you can chant it. Don't do it too loudly, disturb the neighbors. When you chant it, first of all, associate the with the waking world. Now don't chant just don't go no. Always chant Om, but with an emphasis on the when you're thinking about the waking world. Then next chant Om with emphasis on the thinking about the dream world. Then next chant Om with a stress on the ending thinking about the all of your life merged into the darkness of deep sleep. And then, as it fades away into silence, note that you are the awareness in which all these experiences, waking, dreaming, deep sleep, they come and go in you, the awareness. That's the simple exercise. What it will do is, it will enable us to step back from this waking person. It will enable us to step back from this dreamer in the deep sleep, in sleep, and the deep sleeper, and we'll begin to get a feel for the one consciousness in which all three are appearing and disappearing. The last mantra of the Upanishad, it mentions this. Amatrash chaturthaha, the silence is the fourth. Avyavaharyaha, it is beyond all transaction. It stands for that consciousness which is beyond all transaction. But it also stands for silence. Speech is used for transaction, for talking. But in silence there is no transaction. Avyavaharyaha prapanchopashamaha, the silence of all speech when it falls silent. And the universe which does not exist in the pure consciousness. So prapanchopashama, it literally means the cessation of the universe. What universe? What is universe according to Mandukya? You should be able to say now. Universe according to Mandukya is all that we experience in waking, all that we experience in dreams, and all that is merged into the deep sleep. That is the universe, what we experience in our lives. So that is prapanchopashama, the silent, the cessation of the universe. Shiva, it is bliss itself. It is bliss itself. There is no suffering there. It is Ananda. It is the source of all experiences. Advaita, that silence is non-dual, because it does not refer to the absence of noise. See, the silence at the end of Om, it refers to the one consciousness which is the witness of that silence.